Hello and welcome back to another exciting and new episode of CSGO News. I hope you guys all enjoy it. We have some major exciting stories today. I hope you all enjoy. Let's get right into it. First off, announced just yesterday by JW and Olofmeister, Fnatic has finally gotten rid of their 5th stand-in player for Olofmeister. Fnatic Plessen is now off the roster. No one really said why, besides JW and Olofmeister saying the time just didn't work out, but his talent is undeniable, as quoted by JW. So Fnatic Plessen is on the market, or I guess former Fnatic Plessen is now on the market, and you can expect him to get picked up by some team, probably sometime soon. Because again, he's played for Fnatic, a tier 1 team now, and although he wasn't playing too well for them, he's still a really good talent out there. And he will be replaced by Wenton CSGO. If you guys have never heard about Wenton CSGO, well, you're in the majority because a lot of us haven't actually heard about this guy. He used to play for former Team Preparation. I find this kind of funny because, as you guys know, in my past 2 videos, I've talked about Team Youporn and their organization and how they actually disbanded their old men's team, which was actually formerly known as Team Preparation. So I'm not sure if Wenton was actually on that team or actually let go of that team before they were taken up by Team Youporn, but that's who he is. He is also standing in, and he's replacing Plessen as a stand-in player. And this also brings me to my next topic of when will Olofmeister come back to Fnatic CSGO, guys? Everyone is freaking out about this. I guess not everyone. Mainly me. I think I'm just like, I'm the type of guy to freak out about everything. It's like you own one news channel on YouTube and you just freak out about the slightest news. But Olofmeister obviously caught wind of this and obviously saw people reacting to this. He said, guys, I'm not sure how long I'll be out. It may be weeks, it may be months. And just a matter of his tweet, you know, obviously he has a great backing and great support from all of us. He seems like a great guy and obviously one of the best players of all time for Fnatic. But the way he, you know, comprised his tweet, it might be many, many weeks or months. And the way he said that, you can tell he's probably nowhere near, and this is speculation, guys, complete speculation, but you guys can probably tell this too, he is nowhere near recovery or coming back to the team, and Wenton will be playing for Fnatic for quite some time until maybe Wenton's replaced. I mean, there might be 3 or 4 more stand-ins before Olofmeister comes back, so that's the update to Team Fnatic. And also with Wenton in their roster, their very first game back was versus Astralis Gaming, a really good team, as you guys know, another tier 1 team. They came back from, I believe, down 13-2 to win the game, which is absolutely incredible. They beat them in the first overtime. They came back from a 13-2, and that was Wenton's first tier 1, professional CSGO game with an actual team of really high standards. So congrats to Wenton, congrats to Fnatic, and that was our big news story for today. I am out of breath, mom. I wish you guys knew the hype back here because I just finished that whole last segment in one take. Booyah! Holy crap, I need to shower. I am so sorry. And while we're on the hilarious topic of Olofmeister and how he's a great guy, he's also had a ton of sponsorship deals, majority of them in the last couple of weeks where he's actually not even been playing CSGO. As you guys know, I talked about this in quite a few videos ago. He got a sponsorship with Darken, one of the gaming clothing brands, and now his latest actual sponsorship with Yoggi Yalla. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Yoggi Yalla is a yogurt company. I'm not really sure. I think it's a Swedish yogurt company, and Olofmeister was finally sponsored by them, and this commercial was soon released afterwards, and it is the funniest commercial I've seen in a long time. So enjoy this clip.
Olle, ser du? Olle! Hallå, kom igen, var är de? Var är du?
Banan.
Okej, då kommer banan. Boys, rotera banan. Jeppe och Denka, pusha mitten. Jag rostar B. Vem som åker första?
Will someone pay me to eat yogurt? I love that stuff. And the second big CSGO news story that makes this episode so great is a tweet that came out from Dazed. As you guys know who Dazed is, he's a former iBUYPOWER player. That full team and their roster, including their coach, actually getting banned for fixing a match back in 2015, allegedly where tens of thousands of dollars of skins were exchanged. So if you guys don't know the background about the team, I'm going to go over that now. Otherwise, skip forward about 90 seconds or so. I'm going to go into the background of the iBUYPOWER team and where they are now as compared to where they might be in the future. So first off, we do have AZK, the guy that we all knew, actually changed professions altogether. He changed from CSGO to the game Overwatch because he is permabanned and he still wanted to make a living playing video games. Then we have Dborn, one of the guys I do not really know where he is at today. He's the guy that allegedly got the team caught because they actually revealed text messages between him and his girlfriend who accused him of fixing the match. Him and also Cud, 2 of those players, I don't really know where they are today and what they're doing. I do not think they're still playing CSGO heavily. Then we have Casey Foster, formerly the team coach, who actually fixed the match, and he's probably one of the few people alongside Steel who actually benefits more now than they did beforehand when they were playing. He's an entrepreneur, also the owner of Netcode, guys, and basically he trains CSGO players and gives them tips and tricks. And also we have Dazed, on top of that, his former player, who is a streamer and also works for Casey Foster at Netcode, guys, as an instructor. So it's kind of funny, those 2 or 3 guys are actually working together. They allied together after they got banned and are still training CSGO people today, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, they still fixed a match. But either way, now we have Dazed, like I said before, he's an instructor, but also a streamer. Then we have Swag, who's still a part of Cloud9 and their organization, but he's better known for being an analyst and also a streamer. Again, he's a part of Cloud9 as a temporary stand-in, but he can never play because they're still permabanned. And then last on that squad, we do have Steel, like I briefly mentioned before, probably better off than he was before. He has a really good following. As you guys can tell, he was a really good player. He almost had 70,000 followers on Twitter, but he's now a professional CSGO YouTuber and streamer, and that's where the whole team is at today. But then we had Dazed tweeting out this, and it makes you wonder, are they going to try and appeal their permabans after just about a year or so, or less than a year? Are they all going to try and come back to CSGO, or at least part of these guys? And it really excited me. So obviously when Dazed tweeted this out, it kind of took a few people back, like, whoa, you're all of a sudden trying to get your permaban fixed, although it's not even been that long. They gave these guys an 80-year permaban. Obviously they couldn't play until they were like legendary grandfathers, like great-great-grandfathers. So you didn't think they were ever going to have the chance to appeal this sentence. I mean, imagine this. Imagine like great-grandpa Steel trying to play CSGO. Oh, I remember in my day when I would scoot. But a lot of people replied to them saying to come in contact with Valve and possibly make it happen. Now, I do not believe this is actually a possibility. Again, it's not been near long enough, and I think that Valve will probably hold up to their end. If Valve were to back off on this, it would mean a future of permabans being repealed and appealed, and I do not think they can back off on this. Now, it is unfortunate. I do agree that the fact that it was $10,000 of value kind of hurts the team, because if it was a couple $100 worth of skins, heck no, give him a 6-month ban. But the fact that it was allegedly $10,000 worth of skins traded in value on this fixed match really hurts the team. I don't think it's personally going to happen. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Holy crap, those were 2 long segments. Now let's hit up on some short stories that are easier for me to talk about. But first, I'm going to take a shower, because yeah, I smell. Woo! Woo! Dude, what the heck? Man, can't get any privacy around these parts. In other short news, guys, I'm sure you've heard about this past few days. One of my favorite players, Existence, formerly on G2, has finally been released from his contract with G2 and is now officially forming the LDLC team with Toynu, Matend, Booley, and then Alex and their coach Moman, or Momanus as he's known in-game. Now, what's interesting about this lineup is, again, they're not high-tier players. They're not, world-renowned players like, all these Fnatic guys, NIP guys, so on and so forth. They're not all these tier 1 players. They're a bunch of recollects from the old LDLC team. We do have Toynu and Matend coming from LDLC White, along with Existence formerly playing for that team. Then Booley came from the old LDLC Blue team. And then, of course, lastly, we had Alex, who came from lower level teams. Didn't really play for LDLC teams, but formerly known for those tier 2, tier 3 team gameplays. And they'll be coached by Moman or Momanus, as like I said before. And what I'm mainly looking forward to is for their first face-off against G2. Whenever that comes down the line, will Existence perform, and will he be able to, bring his team up to beat his former, his former friends or allies? I'm not really sure. Existence probably doesn't hold grudges, but it'd be really cool to see that matchup of LDLC versus G2. And of course, best of luck to LDLC. I love the hype all around that. And lastly, for all those guys out there and girls who are watching this series and staying to the very end of the videos, I cannot thank you all enough. And so, I'm going to share something very special with you. I sent an email, a very special email out yesterday, and I'm hoping to hear back soon. As you guys also know, CSGO News has taken off. And with that, we have an advantage of, gaining notoriety and also gaining some, some perks. So I sent out an email to Team YouPorn. As you guys, I've discussed this a lot in the last few days. Team YouPorn has officially disbanded both their men's teams and their women's team and have been banned from ESL. Not ESEL, but ESL matches. Gosh, tongue twister. So I sent an email to their main guy for apparel, and it's really funny because, okay, parental discretion advised. Let's have a face-to-face talk. I sent out an email. His name is Corey, and his actual email was Corey at pornsite.com. So it was the first email I've ever sent to a guy who officially runs a porn site, which is interesting all in itself. But as you guys know, Team YouPorn has actually disbanded all their teams, so I figured, you know what, I want to get my hands on some apparel, maybe a jersey or two, and if I get more than one, I'd love to give it away to all of you guys. So I am working on this, and for all those of you who stayed to the very end, please leave a comment down below. Leave your normal comment, like you usually would, but also tell me something about YouPorn, and wait, what? Just comment your normal comment, but also include the letters YP in it, and I'll secretly enter you guys in the giveaway if I actually do get YouPorn apparel from the team. So actually, if I get a jersey, if you guys are watching this right now and you leave a comment, leave a normal comment, say like, hey Jake, how's it going? But also leave the letters YP, and I'll secretly enter you guys into a giveaway for possibly giving that away in the future. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. I hope you guys all enjoy this great episode of CSGO News, because I loved making it. Live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see you in a couple days in a CSGO News video. Remember, I like you. Goodbye. The nerve. I'm watching you. Literally but not, I guess you're watching me. Stop.